All right,
Now,
let's get into this last
speaking of
fight.
people from all over,
Yeah,
Israel Adesanya from Nigeria and Jan Blachowicz from Russia, I believe. Which,
and
Gabe, give me your thoughts.
I thought that Adesanya was winning maybe the first 2 or 3 rounds, but I just think they kind of got John kind of got just kind of wrapped them up and kind of controlled them for the last two, and I thought it was a pretty fair, even fight. It wasn't all the ballistics I thought it was going to be because I thought Adesanya was just going to dominate. And kind of near the end, it kind of just grinded down to a slow halt where they're just kind of holding each other, grappling, doing small hits. Um, but I thought it was a fair fight. I thought it was the judgment was like fair to call him the winner. Just because the guy's he's a lot bigger. Adesanya is a kind of a skinny guy, lanky guy,
He
and the
had
other guy was
height,
just bigger.
but
He
he
was
didn't
just
have size. Yeah,
yeah,
other guy was
he,
Jan was a
he was
grappler.
just yeah, he was just kind of bodying him and just kind of controlling him near the end of the fight. And I think that's kind of where the fight was lost. But I thought overall it was pretty good. Not the result I expected. I expected Adesanya to just be dominant and try to. The UFC wanted this fight to. I think we talked about you and I, Julian, that UFC wants to see this Adesanya Bones Jones fight happen, and this is kind of like just a bump in the road, I guess, of that. Because I don't know who else. You know more than I who are the next defenders or what are the possible next fights. But I thought it was a fair decision. You know what I mean? Like, he won. I thought I was okay with it. Like, it
He
wasn't like a overall
he
like.
won. It was pretty clear. Like you said, the first I'll say the first and the third round are really close. I think judges' scorecard. I was looking at it. At all three of them had Adesanya win the third round. They all had Jan win the first two. I don't remember the second round as much, but I know the first one was super close. The third one, girl won by very slight margin. And then round 4 and 5, the championship rounds, Jan, he just dominated. Izzy didn't stand a chance. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
he was just out wrestling him. And I mean,
So
from what I understand, I kind of like what a lot of people were saying, they kind of expected it because one, Jan is a grappler, and as soon as he was able to kind of get in touch with Israel, it's kind of done because Israel heavily relies on his striking because he's an elite striker, champion kickboxer. Like he's one of the best, if not the best striker in all of MMA. And Jan was just able to, bulldoze him, push him to the cage, bring him down, get nice takedowns, just ground and pound the whole
yeah,
fight. And and I think good coaching by his team because those first 3 rounds he was trying to stand up with them. Then those big 4 and 5 like that really won him the fight. Like did what got him there, who got him the
yeah.
championship, and
If I can just jump
what
in real
helped them
quick
beat
to give you,
Dominic Reyes.
Jan had 184 as far as strikes, total strikes 184 to 99 to Jan, 107 to 78 strike standing. What's it? That's total strikes and then 6 strikes. What is 6 strikes? I don't know. So they had 184 99 to Jan, and as far as takedown, had 3-0 takedowns to Jan. So if you look
So
at the
wait,
stats of
he outstriked Israel.
yeah,
I don't
184 to
remember.
99. So
Oh, interesting. Wow, I don't remember it as much.
yeah,
Well,
I don't
how?
remember it that much
Maybe
as
from
well,
ground
but
and pound. Maybe from the ground and pound. That might be what it is.
possibly at the
Was it?
end.
Does it say from standing, or does it just say in general?
No, there's another number 107 to 78, but that Jan also dominated that. So I can see why the judges thought that way. And I kind of expected.
It didn't feel like
Uh,
he really
they
like.
didn't
Well,
feel
if you're
like
talking
that.
about total strikes, a lot of that probably comes from against the standing. It was
Yeah,
probably a little bit more even. Maybe give the edge to Jan. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I think the UFC wanted Izzy to win. I mean, it's in their best interest. With him being
Yeah.
growing popularity and everything. But Giannis, I mean, I think he kind of established himself that he's here to be here for a long time. I mean, he was a really good
yeah.
fighter, and he showed up, man. He showed up. I think he wants to face John Jones. Maybe John Jones got to come back down and see if he can beat him out.
And also, compared to the first two fights, because obviously the Jan Sterling fight kind of ended in disappointment. I was like, it's whatever. And then Amanda Nunes comes in and dominates. I was like,
I
I
swear
know
we got two
Nunes is
Jans,
really good.
but
I was like, these fights are kind of like, oh, then it's kind of a quick fight, like whatever. Very
Predictable, yeah.
underwhelming. I would say not disappointing, but underwhelming fights. So,
I
I
thought
think
the Izzy,
this
I cannot say that guy. I thought that fight was pretty good. I wasn't upset with that.
so
It was entertaining.
Yeah, so this last championship round, I was very satisfied with it. I was like, oh, this is pretty good. Like it kind of, like I said, it's slowing to slow down near the end, but it was a fair fight and entertaining. It wasn't like the big knockout whoop. Seeing some guy in the ground like fucking what's his basketball Nate Robinson or some shit. But
God, that was
it
bad.
was a pretty good card.